Okay. All right. And I think we're live. I think we're live. I hope we are. What's up, everybody? Okay. All right. Let me lock in. Okay. All right. I will be right back, everybody. I don't know who all is in here yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and get a snack real quick because I am a little bit hungry. So give me like not even like 5 minutes, bro. Give me like a second. I'll be right back, bro. Trust. All right, guys, I'm back. Yes, sir. Oh wait, hold on, bro. Hold on. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, hold on, wait. I gotta make sure I don't hit my setup real quick. All right, there we go. All right, I think I should be. Y'all should hear me. Y'all should be able to hear me. Oh yeah, we cooking. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay. That was straight. Go ahead and get some of this real quick. Hopefully you all are having a blessed day today. I'm gonna wait a little bit till everybody gets in here. So give it a second. I will text in my Discord right now that I am live. Just so anybody in there, they want to come and join, then they can come in and say what's up. Go ahead and get this started. All right. Give me 1 second, guys. Discord. Discord. All right, here we go. All right. All right, should be good now. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into this. If anybody else wants to join, then they can come in and say what's up. But just want to go ahead and start us off here. So we're gonna start off with the word of the day, Bible verse, real quick to get us started off, and let's get it popping. So we're gonna be coming from Psalms 23, and we're gonna be coming from verse 4. It says, "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." So whatever you guys are going through in life, whatever's, let me take the glasses off. Whatever's going on with y'all in life, whatever's going down, know that God is with you, and He will be there, and He's for you. And if He's for you, then who shall be against you? So that is definitely a big thing. So I just wanted to relay that Bible verse to you guys. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get into it now, so I can put my spectacles back on. Let's get into it, y'all. So the first trade we're gonna break down, I was already on it. Don't know why I clicked off of it. We're gonna be talking about this one. Man, there's like a whole lot of stuff that went down over the span of like an hour. But the Chicago Bulls, the Minnesota Timberwolves, and Detroit have now agreed to a multi-team deal that sends Jaden Ivey and Mike Conley to the Bulls and Kevin Huerter and Dario Saric to the Pistons. Sources tell ESPN Detroit also receives a 2026 first-round protected swap from Minnesota. I want to see if I can low-key move this from how do I want to be able to move the thing out the way so I can read what y'all are saying. Pop out. Is that it? Yes. Here we go. That's what I need. That's what I need. Yes, sir. Hold on. Wait. All right. Put that in the corner. All right. There we go. Doesn't need to be that big. Honestly, it's a little too big. All right. There we go. That should be straight right there. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and dog. What? Man, hey, if y'all gotta say something, bro, I'll see it on my phone. I have it going on my phone anyway. So we're gonna talk about it from the Bulls side. we have Jaden Ivey and Mike Conley. Now, the Bulls, as of this live stream, they are 24 and 26 on the season. They are not doing the best. They got blown out by Miami, 91 to 134. I watched that game and turned it off because that junk is bad. We know their offense, it's all right, 17, but their defense is bad. It's 23 out of 30 in the Eastern Conference, and they are negative 2.7 when the net rating does come around. But to get a guy like Jaden Ivey, who has not played a lot because of injury, have to go to Detroit to see this man. You know what? I'm lying. Let me just look up his name. I'm tripping. All right, Jaden Ivey, yes, sir. So, Jaden Ivey, man. So he's played 33 games this season. I've not watched a lot of him, so I'm going to kind of have to dip and dodge around how I'm going to say things, but he's been averaging about 8 points a game. He's getting a lot less minutes. You know, last year he had around 30, and then now he's only getting around barely even 20, really. And he's not, well, he's shooting decently well from three, 37% off of 3 attempts, and shooting 45% from the field as well. So that is a W for him. But for the Bulls, it's kind of like, okay, if we get Jaden Ivey, then it kind of comes down to what do we do with Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu? Do you look to get rid of one of them? Do you look to move on from one of these guys here? And Kobe White isn't doing bad this year either, man. I mean, he's putting in work as well. He's averaging around 19 points a game, 35% from 3 off of 7 attempts. You can't beat that. That's really good. And he's shooting around 44% from the field. So you got to kind of wonder, you know, do they want to sell high on Kobe White? Do they want to see what they can get out of this? And Ayo Dosunmu, he's playing great as well, honestly, man. I mean, 15 points a game, shooting, 45% from 3. Goodness gracious, 4 attempts a game is ridiculous, man. I mean, that's just OD. And 52% from the field, so I don't know. The thing about them is that they're young, so, I mean, if you want to build around them, you can make something shake. You know, if not, then that's just tough. But yeah, that's how I'm feeling about them. But they do get, you know, Jaden Ivey, then they could possibly make something shake and make something happen. Mike Conley on this team, I don't really like the best. He's like Odin, guys. He's not really doing a whole lot, to be honest with you. And it's not looking too good for him right now. He's not moving the same like he used to. Of course, he is getting up there in age. He is 38, so he's getting older. But 4 points a game, shooting around 32% from 3 off of 3 attempts, and is shooting, 32% from the field. So it's not the best. It's not like too great, but his play on both ends of the floor have just not been the best. So I look to see them probably buy him out, possibly, like how the Bucks did Dame. They could try and, do something like that if they, you know, chose or wanted to. That's something possible that they can do. And then for the Pistons here, W. I mean, you get a guy in Kevin Huerter who can shoot the ball really well. Red Velvet. Let me see if I can. There he is. All right. Yeah, Kevin Huerter this year is averaging 11 points a game. Right now, he isn't shooting the best. So, you know, I don't know if he can get back up to the, you know, the 38, 37 range of threes. I mean, even if he's just at this range at like 36%, it makes Detroit a whole lot more better. But just with him being able to shoot and being effective, it makes it better for Detroit. I mean, when Cade has the ball, he drives in the paint or drives in the lane, he can easily kick that out. You have Duncan Robinson. You have Darius Jenkins on this team as well. And to add Kevin Huerter as another guy to put on the perimeter, and you can get some good three-point shooting out of him for sure. And Dario Saric, I mean, it's all right. I mean, I'm not going to glaze him. It's okay. And also Detroit does receive this 2026 first-round protected swap from Minnesota. And it kind of, you know, makes you think like, hey, are the Pistons going to make a push to get Giannis? Can they make a push to get Giannis? I don't know. I mean, with this first-round pick, they have players they could throw. They have some decent capital they have, so they could possibly make something happen. But I mean, hey, I mean, it's up to them. Depends on what they're looking at here to see. But that's just my thoughts on this trade. I do like them getting Jaden Ivey though. I do like that for them going forward. I think it makes a lot of sense. Hopefully they can make something happen, make something shake over there in Chicago. Our next one, guys, this one out of left field here. We have the Memphis Grizzlies have traded the star forward Jaren Jackson Jr., John Conchar, and Jock Landale and Vince Williams for the Utah Jazz for Walter Clayton, Kyle Anderson, Taylor Hendricks, George Niang, and 3 future first-round picks. Sources tell ESPN. Wow. I mean, this right here just took me for a loop, man. Least expected for them to do, in my honest opinion. I thought Ja would go first before Jaren went, and that's just my thought process. Let me know how y'all feel about that in the comment section down below. But Jaren Jackson this year is, I mean, he's averaging 19 points a game. He's getting about like 6 boards, 2 assists, getting a steal, getting about 2 blocks a night, shooting 36% from 3 and 48% from the field. So it's not too bad. And I mean, this is a star. So the fact that Utah was able to pull this off is huge. This makes Utah better, and low key they could be a fringe playing team. Like we could check where they're at right now in the standings. They should be like towards the bottom. Yeah, they're like 13th. They could possibly work their way up, maybe past. They gotta hope that Dallas can lose some more. Cooper Flag has been balling out, so that's kind of taking a risk there. And Memphis, they gotta hope they fall down a little more. Portland, that's gonna be kind of difficult to kind of get past them right now. They haven't really had the best stretch of games so far. Like over the past 3 games, I think they've lost. But yeah, hasn't really been too good for them right now, as far as that goes. But yeah, so just Jaren Jackson with Keontae George and Lauri Markkanen. I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, and you also have your young girls. What the frick? We're not talking about WNBA, bro. Young girls, bro. What are we talking about? The young guys, bro. Goodness gracious. Isaiah Collier. We also have Ace Bailey and Bryce Sensabaugh as well, who can light that thing up, bro. That night he scored like 43 points, bro. I mean, he couldn't miss. I was like, bro, like it was against the Bulls. He just kept shooting. I'm like, dog, what? This dude's lighting it up. He's lighting it up, bro. He's lighting it up. And then we also have Kyle Filipowski as well, who's down right now, but hopefully he can come back and play better. But yeah, man. And Cody Williams as well. Forgot they had him as well on this team. And Walker Kessler. But yeah, I mean, it's a win for both sides because on top of that, the Grizzlies don't just get a good guard in Walter Clayton Jr., who's a good rookie. He could definitely develop into something. Can shoot that 3-ball well, and he could just play really well in elite defense. Kyle Anderson, slow-mo, it's all right, I guess. Taylor Hendricks, definitely somebody who is good, but he's injured, a lot, and I want him to be healthy, but it's kind of difficult to, do that. Where is he at? Here we go. Yeah, he's played 33 games this year. He started 6 of them, and defensively, like I said, I know he's good, but offensively, I mean, kind of shoot the 3 a little bit, just off of 2 attempts a game, barely 2 attempts really, and 45% from the field. So that's what we're looking at there. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm getting from this trade here. Also, they get George Niang, who isn't bad either, can shoot the 3-ball as well. But could they, I don't know, try to shoot their shot to get Giannis with these first round picks? I mean, they have 3 of them. They have capital now they can possibly use to make something happen. I mean, you never know. I mean, Giannis could literally go anywhere. But yeah, I mean, that's just how I feel about this trade. I mean, you add in some good guys like John Conchar and Jock Landale, who he's good. He's good. He's underrated in my opinion. And then you also have Vince Williams Jr. as well going to the Utah Jazz. So that's my opinions on that. Let me know how you feel about that down below in the comment section. and then the main portion of what I was trying to get into this live stream was James Harden, because, bro, I mean, this was out of left field. I fell asleep, woke up at 3 o'clock, and I had a nightmare. But I woke up and I saw this and was like, oh, what? Looking to get traded? What? Are you serious? But yeah, so James Harden, as we know, he is 36. He's making, hold on, let me get to his contract real quick. Yeah, he's making 2 years, $81 million right now, and he's on a player option next year. So, you know, I don't know how or what team he's going to go to. The biggest one that I've seen is the Cavaliers. And a swap for Darius Garland is what it's looking like right now, possibly, if this does go down. I mean, I don't know, man. If it does go down, I mean, it's not bad, because we know that Garland has been dealing with that toe thing for a minute. And Cleveland hasn't really played that well either this year because of injuries and just things going down for them. Like, Evan Mobley's injured right now. Like, they got to figure out, you know, when he's going to come back and get healthy. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I cannot speak. Donovan Mitchell, he's balling this year. And I was going to make a video about him because he needs some help. He really does. Nearly 30 points a game. Shooting 38% from three off of nearly 10 attempts a night. And then on top of that, shooting 48% from the field and getting around 21 shots inside the arc. So it's kind of, I don't know, man. You got to think about it, bro. It's taking a risk. But, I mean, because, I mean, we can see how old Darius is. I know Darius is obviously a little bit younger. He's not older. Yeah, he's 26. And James Harden is 36. So you're looking to put your chips in to win now. And if that doesn't happen, then, you know, womp womp, that's kind of tough. But I do have my guy, 6 Rings of Steel right here. I did want to see what he had to say about some trade ideas for where Harden would go. Like I said, this was supposed to be the meat and potatoes of the live stream. So we're finna get into this right now. We're finna hop into it. I want to see what he has to say about this. And obviously I'll comment on it. And you guys let me know how y'all feel about it as well. So let's go ahead. Let's see what he has to say here.
What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? I made a big mistake last night going to sleep. I think it was saying that the Clippers and guard James Harden are working through whether the sides can find a deal by Thursday's trade deadline. The Cavs are one of the teams expressing serious interest in Harden, with the sides they made a win-now move at the deadline given free agents. So maybe they don't want to accept $10 million less than Hunter and Ellis's expiring contract. So
all right, here we go.
I think the Cavs, like, we knew that this core of Allen, Garland, Mitchell, and Mobley can only last so long, especially when they don't even have a conference finals to show for it. So I thought last year was like the nail in the coffin to this core, right? They were going to trade Garland or Allen in the offseason, and we were going to see them reshuffle this core. But then Halliburton gets hurt, Tatum gets hurt. They won 64 games in the regular season last year. They got to be like, all right, we can win it all this year. Now, it sucks again. The Cavs, who've also been somewhat disappointing this year, they're 30-21, though. They're only like 2 games behind of the Knicks, who are the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. Like, they're still a top 10 team.
That's crazy, too. The Knicks are like 2nd seed to me. I mean, I don't know, bro. If they make a push to get Giannis, then, hey.
Guys have missed some time this year, right? Like, Mitchell's been healthy. Mobley's missed some time, and he's currently missing time. Garland has missed a lot of time this year. Allen's missed almost 10 games this year. Max Strus hasn't played a single game, and it sucks because in hindsight, you're like, we should have signed Ty Jerome and not traded for Lonzo Ball, but hindsight's always 20/20. This team would go out and trade for James Harden because Garland is under contract for 3 more years. I don't know if they would extend Harden, because if Harden wants that extension in the offseason,
and that's another thing too. He wants that extension. So it's like he wants money coverage. So I don't know how much he's looking for. Maybe he's looking to replicate the contract he's on right now. Basically, he wants, I guess, around $80 million over 2 years. Again, I guess that's what I'm thinking that he wants. Cause like by the time then he's 38, he's old as frick. All right, he's pushing old, peak right there, unk status. So that's kind of up in the air for him. But let's go ahead and keep
getting
going.
the same duration of Garland, and maybe they think Harden can be a better defensive backcourt option than Garland, but do we hear ourselves? I know that I think there's always a limitation on two small guards in your backcourt that can't really defend at a high level, and that's why the Knicks put Bridges and Anunoby and maybe at the time DiVincenzo and Josh Hart around Brunson. That's why Steph Curry, when they were at their peak, had Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Andrew Wiggins. Obviously Kevin Durant was there, Iguodala, some great defenders. Shocked that they actually did something like this. So, James Harden. And then it's I could get their 2032 first round pick, top 4 protected or something like that. Or yeah, it's or 20, they could move 2030, top 4 protected, something like that, right? You're kicking in a first round pick. So it's all right, we're getting probably somebody better than Garland right now. But for the future, I'd rather have Garland, given that Garland's 26 years old. Harden's 36 years old.
And it sucks because we can even see Kawhi Leonard has been playing since he's came back. He's been playing an elite level player right now in the NBA. He's balling right now. He got 27 points, really 28. That's the best he's been his whole career. That's insane. That's crazy to me. Let's go ahead and go to his stats real quick. We can see over. I mean, just look at this. Look, bro, go away. Oh my goodness. Bro, 40. Okay, hold on. Let's start up here. 41, 28, 55, 33, 45. Okay, 22, 24, 25, 26, 26. 23. 35, 33, 28, 21, 21, 25, 29. You kind of say he fell back down a little bit after this, but the fact that you could drop 55, 41 like this, 30 like that, 39 up here as well. I mean, it looks good. 45, 33, 35. I mean, to get that play out of Kawhi Leonard is great. It just sucks that now James Harden wants to be on the move, and it kind of ruins, I guess, the plans for what the Clippers had, I guess. But the team, hold on, let me go back. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. If it loads, maybe I can. All right, here we go. Let's go to the schedule. Yeah. All right, so, over the past few games, let's go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we can go all the way up here. Yeah, over this game stretch right here, but the last 12 games, they've only lost 2. So, 3. Sorry, they've only lost 3 against the Denver Nuggets, against Philly when they got kind of blowed out in the second quarter, and especially around halftime. Then they started to come back a little bit in the third and fourth. And they lost to the Bulls in blowout fashion because that jump was just, good lord. But yeah. But it does suck that Harden does want to go because, I don't know. But you can't really blame him because, Kawhi was out. I'm the first option. I have to have the ball in my hand to make something happen. But let's just go back to what he has to say.
Whatever, Harden's 37. Oh, off the top of my head, I think he's 36 or 37. He is 36. How many more elite years does Harden have?
Exactly, because he's old, bro. He's getting up there in age, so it's
option 2 years ago.
It's going to be kind of hard to make something happen.
He had 16 points per game in Los
Once
Angeles.
he gets too old, then
he obviously got
he falls off,
number
bro.
1 last year when Kawhi was hurt, and kind of back and forth between the number 1 this year. You go to Cleveland, you're probably the number 2. I just don't really know if this makes Cleveland better. If I'm getting nice draft capital from the Clippers, we can have this conversation. I just don't know why the Cavs are doing this. I'm trading Garland for a wing, or I'm trading him for a stretch 4, or I'm trading Garland and Allen for a really good wing, and I'm bumping Mobley to the 5. I don't think this really does anything for you now, and if anything, it really shortens your window because Harden's 10 years older than Darius Garland. Yeah. So I don't know how true this rumor was. I am doing this in a heartbeat.
It's if you do this trade, you have to win now. There's no room for mess ups. There's no nothing. You have to win now. They got Dennis Schroeder and Keon Ellis. I'm glad Keon Ellis is on a team that's gonna be competitive, and his defensive morale, and he can shoot the 3. Dennis Schroeder's been passed around more than a blunt, so to see him on a different team is normal. But hopefully he could come in and be something productive for the Cavs. Lonzo hasn't been there a lot for them this year, so let's just go ahead and keep going.
Positive trade value, and I don't and Garland's been a better shooter in his career than like John Morant, and he's been, I don't know, like you could compare him to Trae Young in a way where the league is going away from these smaller guards out there that could just get matchup hunted and just like targeted every single time defensively in a playoff series. But Garland's been efficient. Garland's a good playmaker. The contract isn't like the worst in the world, like 39, 42, 44. It could be worse.
Not bad.
And it's not like you have to re-sign him anytime soon. I guess he is extension eligible. Is it also in October? Darius Garland would be extension eligible. Or maybe they don't have it here. Why can't I see Klay Thompson for them? Is that a glitch? I guess Garland is not here, but I think Garland is extension eligible. I don't know why Klay Thompson's here. Maybe that is Klay Thompson, or that's supposed to be Garland. I don't know. That's some glitch here on Spot Track, but yeah, it says like Garland's extension eligible at the end of this year. But it still gives you the Clippers like a $44 million expiring. But honestly, like we look at the 2027 free agents real quick. I mean, I can't see Jokic leaving Denver. Giannis, who the hell knows, but I don't think you can really bet on that. So I don't mind having Garland as already one piece and maybe adding another piece to Darius Garland.
But I'm gonna just keep it real, guys. I'm not moved by Harden going to the Cavs. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm just really not. Let me know how y'all feel about that down below. Comment about that real quick. Let me see what y'all thinking. And everybody that's in here now, I just want to say what's up to everybody. And let's get into this next trade idea.
I work financially?
Quick.
No. And then say we do, I don't know, like Joe Ingles to make the money work. I just want to see something here. Okay, so like that works financially. So Harden or Randall, Dillingham, and Ingles for James Harden. You would insert Nas Reed into the starting lineup. You don't really.
I mean, if there's a point guard involved for the Wolves, they're gonna hop on that regardless. I mean, that's just a
Harden
given.
And Ant is your
honestly.
backcourt. I don't really
they need somebody, especially after moving on from Mike Conley. Now they have to have someone now. So
McDaniels, Nas
they got to make something happen.
It's pretty good. It's really good. And then you'd still have DiVincenzo, Bones Highland, Baron J off the bench. I know they're in the Giannis talks right now, but I just don't know if that's going to happen. I feel like that's another deal. If I'm at Los Angeles, I mean, I don't hate this. You can reroute Dillingham to a different team for some second-round draft capital, or you could see if you can fix him. Smaller guard, limited ceiling, but it's not the worst idea in the world. Obviously, Ingles is just in there to make the money work, and Randall also can give you flexibility in 2027. Like, he's only making $30 million than $33 million. Like, it's not that expensive for, like, a number 3 option. I guess he'd be your number 2, obviously.
But then it's like the same scenario with the Cavs. If you give up Randall, I mean, James is 36. Anthony Edwards is young. That gives you a 2-year window to make something happen. You don't get that done, then you kind of just got rid of him for nothing. Like, if you can't at least get a lick or a taste of the finals, there was no point to get that done. Then you're going to look back on that and be like, dang, I should have made that trade. I shouldn't have made that move to get James Harden on this team, aka the Timberwolves, and pair him up with Anthony Edwards. I don't know. I just
another guy in the front
I let
court.
it slide.
But then who's going to be a guard for this team on the Clippers if they're not getting a guard back because Bradley Beal's out for the year?
Chris Rob is going to have to step up.
Like, it's Chris Dunn, it's Cam Christie,
Literally.
And it's maybe Kobe Sanders. Like, that's very thin in a way. Or Jordan Miller, who's kind of more of like a 3. So Dillingham might be their starting point guard. It's just an idea. I don't hate this for Minnesota. Honestly, I don't really think this ruins their window or ruins their ceiling in a way. But this basically eliminates you from a Giannis deal down the line. But I think you got to consider Minnesota if they want to shake things up. I don't think Tim Connolly is scared of shaking things up, but they might also be like, we want a first-round pick in that deal as well, given James Harden's age at the moment. This is crazy, honestly, that Harden could get traded. But there's a chance he doesn't get traded, and then what? He just opts out and leaves? Hey, some more teams have cap space in free agency. If I look here at the, I think I can just pull up cap space. If I look at team cap space here for next year, I guess projected cap space.
Next trade's going to be
Cavs,
quick.
why is the thing? This is exactly the guard they need, and they could somewhat get there financially. You could do Finney Smith, Van Vliet. I mean, that doesn't work financially. Say you throw in, I think you'd want to keep like all these guys down here. If I throw in Aaron Holiday, does this work? So this works financially, right? You get to keep all your young guys, which I would want to keep as well. I mean, maybe Tari Eason is what does it. Jabari Smith
I
Jr.
mean,
would probably be an intriguing
James
asset
Harden,
here.
Amin
That could be in the
Thompson,
off season, or say you can
Kevin
do Jabari
Durant,
Smith Jr.
Alperen
and Dorian
Sengun, and
Smith.
Steven
That
Adams.
works financially, but the problem is you
sounds
can't trade
nice
him
to
yet
me.
because he's poison
They
pilled.
need a point guard. They need somebody to handle the ball, especially with KD out. He sprained his ankle. Luckily, the Rockets won last night.
Would be getting $25 million. So it's really tough to make the money work financially.
I mean, you kind of need somebody like that, bro.
So then basically, there's a $27 million gap between Harden and Jabari Smith. That's not going to work financially for the Rockets. So it's really tough there. So you could throw in these players, just theoretically. And what the Rockets have is some interesting draft capital, right?
Yeah,
they have his son's
definitely got to throw in a decent amount of picks for this to happen.
Like if you're the Clippers, do you think about this deal where it's like Fred VanVleet could give you cap space this summer? Dorian Finney-Smith is not a fully guaranteed contract on the rest of it. I just want to look up if next year is guaranteed. Next year is guaranteed. But
also, if you're watching, let me know what team you think James Harden's going to go to down below. Just comment right now. Just right now.
It's essentially a $13 million expiring and Aaron Holiday. So you're getting a lot of expiring money either this year or next year, still keeping that timeline. Plus, you're getting a 2027, we'll say Suns first round pick. Hey, you don't know. They could regress next year. I don't know if they would throw in like a Dallas first rounder or they'll throw in the Brooklyn swap. It's just a fun like reunion and homecoming for Harden. I would say it's a damn good story. And this makes the Rockets a lot better given their point guard issues this year. And they would have, I guess at the peak, Harden, Amin Thompson, Kevin Durant, Tari Eason, or Jabari Smith Jr. and Şengün. It sucks Steven Adams is out for the year, so then maybe
that does suck.
You include Adams in this trade because I think you can maybe keep Aaron Holiday because if you do Adams and VanVleet, does that work financially? Like that works financially, but obviously you're gonna have to kick in some draft capital.
Yeah.
I just don't know if the Clippers are ready to punt this season, and this feels like they're punting this season. I just don't know if Steve Ballmer
but it's
would
like
sign off
then,
on that. It's weird because the All-Star game's in the
if they're looking to get draft capital back,
as an injury replacement, but I do think it's weird.
Does it come up to the idea of maybe getting rid of Kawhi too? Does it come up to you like, oh, well, I mean, if we're getting all this capital back, do we need to maximize on what Kawhi is doing and try to make something happen? That could possibly work as well. But then the team's just old, man. I mean, the team is just, it's old. Like, they're just, it's Unk Squad. Dude, everybody's old. Old as frick. Brook Lopez is old. I mean, Bradley Beal ain't done nothing. I mean, he's just freaking injured all the time. I don't really feel like talking about him, but let's keep it going.
All-star. So that's another deal. That's just kind of a fun storyline. I mean, Miami's been linked to like Ja and some other point guards around the league. Now they want to.
Miami would be kind of fun to see him.
We'll say maybe
play
Giannis doesn't
at.
happen.
In my opinion,
honestly,
that's just me, but
they would, I guess, reunite Powell. What they could do if the Harden value is really not that much and they just want to get him off their team, we could do Terry Rozier, we could do Davion Mitchell, and that works financially. So Terry Rozier just got rewarded his old contract, and if that's the case, and Miami's got to pay Terry Rozier to not play for them because he's currently suspended because he's under investigation for gambling on his actual games, they should be able to trade him. That is so unfair to Miami if you can't trade him. So we're going to do Rozier, Mitchell, and then maybe, like, Jovic is tough because he's a poison pill. I don't know if you would do Yakuchonis in this deal. I think it's, honestly, Rozier, Mitchell, and a swap. And it's tough because Miami doesn't really have that many picks.
Right.
Like, I don't think 2 seconds gets it done.
They have players, they just don't have a lot of picks, really, to get anything done.
Wants to be a Heat in the offseason, and you think you can get that deal done, then it really does eliminate, or it eliminates kind of what you could do as well. It's tough because they don't have, like, a lot of second-round draft capital. I think Yakuchonis would probably get this deal done, and that's an intriguing young piece for the Clippers, I'll say. But it's just like, does Miami want to do that with James Harden? Like, I don't really think that puts them over the edge. Let's say we do Chris Paul coming back, because Chris Paul's got to be on a new team. This would be cool if this worked financially. It does. I mean, Rozier, Mitchell, Yakuchonis.
That's something.
For Harden and Chris
that's
Paul.
not bad.
He says no. It just really depends what's going on inside the Clippers, like, war room, right? Like, are they just saying, honestly, let's get any future assets? You're getting Rozier's expiring money. You're getting Davion Mitchell, who's either one, a tradable point guard, or two, just a good player around Kawhi Leonard. And then you also get a young point guard, Kasperi Yakuchonis, going forward. As either just another asset or something like that. So that's a possibility for Miami. I don't think Harden's gonna have that much trade value, and it's just like, would they want to trade away James Harden, for like nothing? Atlanta has like the expiring money. I think we could do McCollum,
I wouldn't do it.
Or close to it.
If I'm Atlanta, I just wouldn't hit him up, honestly. That's just me.
But they do. Okay, this does work.
You have to throw in a whole lot.
But then it's like, why did we trade away Trae Young?
That's
right?
a little too
Why
much.
did we trade away Trae Young, but we get James Harden?
Nah,
Who would be under our roster?
I don't see that
in
happening.
5 second rounders. I thought about this earlier in the year. It's just like, I mean, we can get this deal done with RJ Barrett. I assume they would want quickly in the deal,
but
and they're more linked to like
I wouldn't do it.
So I just don't think this is
either,
happening.
honestly.
Although this could help them. Say we do, it's tough financially though. Like if Quickly's on the table, yes, but I just don't think the Clippers want anything to do with Quickly, just because of his contract. Plus, you're gonna have to kick in a first-round pick. So, like, I mean, let me just do a 3-for-1 here, see if this works financially. It's tough to work out financially, and I don't really think that's going to happen. They haven't really been linked to Harden, although Harden...
Yeah, they're 30 and 21
Harden
fourth
Jacoby
in the Eastern Conference
Barrett
right now.
Barnes and a
And
center.
just
I'm
won.
intrigued. I could be moved.
They just won against
Dallas,
Utah.
no, although it's fun. New Orleans
Yeah,
would be
so
hilarious just because they don't have their first
I
round
wouldn't
pick,
do
but
it.
no.
That's just me.
Sacramento, no.
Let me see his
Utah,
package,
no.
though.
Phoenix, like if Quickly's on the table, yes, but I just don't think the Clippers want anything to do with Quickly, just because of his contract. Plus, you're gonna have to kick in a first-round pick. So, like, I mean, let me just do a 3-for-1 here, see if this works financially. It's tough to work out financially, and I don't really think that's gonna happen. They haven't really been linked to Harden, although Harden Quickly or Harden and Jacoby Walter, Barrett Barnes, and a center. I'm intrigued. I could be moved. Dallas, no, although it's fun.
Possibly.
New Orleans would be hilarious just because they don't own their first-round pick, but no. Sacramento, no. Utah, no. Phoenix, I don't think they do it. Just Jalen Green is a lot younger, and that's who would have to be.
Oh,
Yeah,
Golden
it's tough,
State.
like
Okay, yeah.
this.
Listen. Y'all know I'm a Golden State fan, so I gotta kind of see his thought process through this one because I
it's
don't know
just
what he's
tough
gonna
what
say.
They're gonna have to give up.
Go full stream. With
So I
this.
think you could do Kuminga. I have a 3-team trade here. Hold on. Let me just do the Warriors and the Clippers. I wonder if you can get there. Obviously, you don't want to trade away Draymond, and you're gonna do Kuminga. I mean, obviously Jimmy Butler would get you there, but they said they're not trading Jimmy. You never know in the NBA. So we're what, 17 million off? Buddy Hield would get us close to that. It's tough.
That's a
'Cause
desperation
we're still
move,
about
though.
7 million off. So that means Moody.
I
could
don't
be on
like.
the table,
I
but
don't
that's
like
a lot for
Curry
Harden.
and Harden in the backcourt. I don't. Offensively, yes, but offense is not gonna be the only thing to win you games. You got to have somebody to play defense, and I don't like those two together because you'd have to rely more of what Curry playing defense. No, because Harden not gonna play crap. That's the traffic cone. Like let's be honest, bro. Like I'm passing that junk
And
with
then the
ease.
Clippers get hard capped at the first apron. So say they throw in Chris Paul, bring him back to Golden State. I'm surprised they could reacquire him. So that doesn't even work. So I guess you do have to jump through some hurdles to end up getting this deal to work. Does Bradley Beal work? No. Yeah, it's tough. Like, does Kobe Brown work? Who's making a little bit more than Chris Paul? I just wondered the idea of James Harden and Steph Curry just like would be kind of cool storyline wise. Like they had their matchups in the 2010s. Sure, it just gives them another offensive weapon, and the defensive infrastructure has been fine this year. So that's an idea. Obviously, you don't want to trade Draymond. I think they want to keep even all their pieces for Giannis in the offseason, even the Kuminga contract in a way, and obviously Moses Moody. And then the last team, the Detroit Pistons. They need some offense. What sucks with Detroit, you don't want to trade Harris, but that gets you there. I don't think they want to trade Tobias Harris. So
Hold on,
say
wait a
you
minute.
split Duncan
Am I the
Robinson-
only one that just realized that Minnesota got nothing back in return? Or am I tripping? Or am I tripping balls right now? From Minnesota, they got nothing back. What? Oh, now I know we lying. What the what? There's no way. Are we dead serious? They got nothing back. Am I missing something? Oh, wow. What the frick? Wow. All right. Well, hey, that's on them. That's yeah, that's on them, bro. Let me see what Shams has to say about this real quick. Hold on. Let's go back.
Hannah, so this is the first blockbuster of NBA trade deadline week. The Memphis Grizzlies have traded former Defensive Player of the Year Jaren Jackson Jr. to the Utah Jazz for a package of players that includes Walter Clayton Jr. and 3 first-round draft picks. And so the Jazz here, let's start with them. They're making a major swing in the Western Conference. Jaren Jackson now adds to a core of Lauri Markkanen, Keontae George, Walker Kessler. So this is a Jazz team that now Austin Ainge, their new head of basketball operations, Danny Ainge, their CEO, Ryan Smith, their owner. This is a big swing for them in the Western Conference as they try to turn the page and compete with some young talent. But the Grizzlies are now signaling a full rebuild around promising young players like Cedric Coward, like a Zach Edey, and they now have about a dozen first-round draft picks over the next 7 years that ties them with Oklahoma City.
That's chef's kiss, bro. Literally, that's chef's
Brooklyn.
kiss.
And they also created a $28.8 million trade player exception. That's the largest in NBA history. So we saw Desmond Bane traded last offseason. Jaren Jackson Jr. now to start the trade deadline. And Ja Morant is waiting in the wings potentially as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we were talking about really in the run-up to this deal. You mentioned all those first-round picks. That's 7 now from this trade for Jackson and Desmond Bane. All right.
Wow. That's oh my goodness, that's crazy. Goodness gracious, bro. Man, I mean, just seeing how the Jazz just got better.
Hannah, so this is the first.
I mean, freaking, bro, that's gonna be a crazy team. Yeah, I don't think he had anything else to say. I did want to see a little bit of what the Pistons. It's interesting. Let me hear what he has to say.
Financially, I think it does. However, you did B-Ball Paul. Oh wait, they can actually do it just for Robinson and LeVert. Okay. And then you'd probably kick in some draft capital. Like, can I throw in Sasser, 25 years old, but something. And then say you throw in a 26 first and a 27 swap, which you think you're going to be better than them anyway. So you're giving a pick 30, and that's really it. Sure, I would do this. I'm just saying, like, how low is
Whoa, hold on. Wait, guys, hold on. Trade just went down. Another trade has just gone down. Here we go. Okay, guys, hold on. The Chicago Bulls are trading center Nikola Vucevic and a second-round pick to the Boston Celtics for Anthony Simons and a second-round pick. The Bulls, bro, I gotta clap it up. The Bulls are finally doing something. This is generational. Kobe White's next. Kobe White gotta be next, bro. There's no way. Oh my goodness, I'm losing my marbles right now. Oh my, I'm dead, bro. That was my face, really. That was my face, bro. Wow. Yeah, so Kobe White's got to be on the move. Him, Aldusumu might be on the move as well here. Wow. So they want a backcourt of Jaden, Ivey, and Anthony Simons. Wow. Okay, that's... Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on. Let me go to... I've not watched a lot of Anthony Simons this year, so we're going to have to look at his stats because I don't know it off the top of my head. Anthony Simons. Let's see here. 14 points a game. He's shooting nearly 40% from 3 off of 7 attempts and 40% from the field. Okay, that's good. Yeah, put him alongside Jaden Ivey. I like that. I can't lie. I kind of like that. Those two, Montes Buzelis, you still got Josh Giddey. Oh, shoot. I forgot all about Josh Giddey. Ooh. Or Josh Diddy, what I should say, honestly. But I'm going to let it slide. It's okay. Josh Giddey. I forgot Josh Giddey was even on here, bro. That's insane. That's insane. How's he doing this year? 19 points a game. How many assists a night? 9. Getting about, 9 rebounds a night as well. 37% from 3 and 46% from the field. That's not bad at all. Honestly, that's not bad. Wow. Wow, they're making moves, bro. The Bulls are making moves, bro. Like, what? Wow, this is crazy. Okay. Shoot, all right, bet. Okay, so for the Bulls side, I mess with it. So I guess they got to figure that out. Some more moves definitely have to be made for sure because they have a lot of guards now. You have Kobe White, Aldusumu, Anthony Simons, Jaden Ivey, and Josh Giddey. That's good depth, but like something has to move for sure. Shoot, they might look to move Patrick Williams too if they could. But who knows? I don't know. If I was them, I'd definitely look to get a better 3, a better small forward. Pack up Kobe White. Maybe they could. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I was gonna say shoot their shot at MPJ, but on top of that, I don't really know how much Kobe White's making this year. Hey, let me see. Hold on. Let me see how much he's making this year. Where is he at? Bulls. Am I blind? Here we go. Okay. Let's see, Kobe White. All right. Sorry guys, it's gonna take a minute for it to load. All right, bro. Can you come on so I stop looking stupid, please? I'm finna crash out. Well, come on, bro. Don't do me like this, man. Are you serious, bro? Bro, you gotta be kidding me. I'm just gonna have to look it up, bro. All right. Bro, one of you guys have to load, bro. What is happening? Are we serious? I'm sorry. Guys, I apologize. I don't know what's going on. Chicago. No, forget it. But yeah, they got to figure out what's up with them going forward. They got a lot of guards. Like I said, they're young, but they can make some things happen. Let's go over to the Boston Celtics real quick. I want to talk about them real quick. Them getting Vucevic, man. I mean, it's huge for them. They get a center. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown. When Jason Tatum does come back, he's at the 4, and Vucevic at the 5. I mean, that's not bad. It's not great at the center position, but I mean, it's not bad either. I mean, I mess with it. Sam Hauser off the bench. We got Nemes Keita off the bench as well, and Hugo Gonzalez, Jordan Walsh playing well this year as well. Luka Garza playing good as well. Josh Minot getting some decent minutes, and yeah, man. I mean, I just don't know. Wow. I mean, because the Celtics have been so good this year. It's they're 3rd in the Eastern Conference, guys. They're 3rd in the Eastern Conference. That blows my mind, honestly. And it just, I don't know. It's definitely unique to see them here this high. But yeah, bro. I mean, wow. I don't know if Shams is going to drop a video about this soon or not. Probably not right now, but I will wait just in case some more news drops. But yeah, I guess we can go ahead and talk about every team, because I don't know why my junk is not loading. I don't know what happened. I don't know what. Okay, now it wants to load when I forgot what I was talking about. What a I hate this. I hate this crap. All right, bro. Kobe. Oh. Ooh. Okay. He's only making 12 million. Okay, so that's gonna kind of be hard to. All right. That's not that good then. I was gonna say they could maybe call up the Brooklyn Nets to see if they can get MPJ, possibly. I mean, that's just a guess. I don't know if they want to do that or not, but who knows what they're gonna go after. It's too many guards on that team, though. I know for sure. But I guess we can go ahead and talk about every team here in the NBA now. So, like I said, I don't know how long I'm finna do this for. I've only been live for like 50 minutes though, so I haven't been live for a minute. But yeah, let's go ahead and break down every team. Let's go from the bottom to the top, real quick. But if you're in the chat right now, comment down your favorite team down below, and we're gonna cover it. So I'm just letting y'all know that now. But let's talk about Indiana, man. What's Pascal Siakam has been able to do has been really good. I've seen him play a little bit this year, and he's been doing freaking good. He's averaging 24 points a night, 38% from 3, and 49% from the field. He's doing his thing. It sucks that Tyrese is out with that ACL injury. When he does come back, will he play the same? that's a big what if. And if he comes back less than like 75%, I'm not gonna say hit the panic button, but then it kind of calls that for action of like what's next to do, you know, in terms of that. It sucks that we don't and we will not get to see Andrew Nembhard ball out in the playoffs, because I love that. Man, him against Shea was beautiful, man. 17 points a game, 37% from three, 45% from the field, and around 8 assists tonight. But yeah, I know Benedict Mathurin, recently just came back from injury, or am I tripping? Yeah, recently just came back. I know he played last night. Was it last night? I think it was last night. Or some tripping. I kind of forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Let me go back here. Let's see. I know he played this game. Yeah. Last night. Where's he at? Yeah, 25. I like Benedict's game. He was shooting pretty good from the field here. 53%. Didn't hit a three, but did hit his free throws. That's crucial, especially in the crunch like that. Just sucks they didn't get the win, but hey, you know, it is what it is. You're going against a hefty defensive Rockets team, and they're not going to hold back at all going forward. The Wizards getting Trae Young, that trade was crazy. If you did not watch that video I made about it, I think you should. I went pretty much in depth in that. I'm not going to go too in depth with it here, but if you do want to check that out, you can go click on my channel, and it'll be one of the more recent videos I made. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. Thank you. But yeah, man, they're okay. Once Trae does come back next year, then they can make some noise. But yeah. Now defensively, they freaking suck. 29th is not good. Offensively, they also suck as well. What Trae Johnson has been able to do as a rookie, he looks like Curry, and he's shooting that three ball beautifully. 39%, nearly 40% from three, off of 5 attempts tonight. That's beautiful and golden. I love that. I love to see that from a young guy like him go forward. Keontae George is taking Keyshawn George. Sorry, I've got too many Georges in my brain. Keyshawn George has taken his leap here a little bit. 16 points tonight. He's doing his thing. If y'all want to know what I was smiling about this, but I didn't want to comment on that, so I'm gonna keep it going. We're gonna just go to the next team. Brooklyn Nets. They alright. You know what I'm saying? They alright. You know, it's a building stage. Building blocks, you know, got to be made. So, just making sure no stuff went down recently. Okay, all right, great. But yeah, I don't know. They got to figure it out. Are they gonna trade MPJ? I don't know, but he's having an all-star year. I think he was like 10th in the all-star voting this year. Very well deserved. I mean, freaking 26 points a night, freaking 40% from three off of 10 attempts, 48% from the field off of 19 attempts. Bro's balling right now, and that's what I like to see. But yeah, it's a young team. They'll get themselves together, hopefully sooner than later. Milwaukee, of course, we know with them, we got Giannis, and they got to figure that out with him. And who's gonna hit them up and hit their line? Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. I gotta trade Giannis. I'm running out of time. But yeah, man, they got to figure out what they want to do with him. If they do want to get rid of him now or wait until the off season, which I don't know how or when they're going to trade Giannis, but 28 points a night, I mean, he goes on a contender, automatically they're going to be a really, really good and sneaky team going forward, wherever Giannis does go. Ryan Rollins breaking out this year for the Milwaukee Bucks is great for them to see. He could be a great building block and somebody for their future to build toward as well. I don't know about him being the franchise guy, but definitely a building block for sure, in my opinion. I definitely see that happening for sure here. Oh, man, Charlotte, man. Recently, they've been looking good, man. LaMelo went down against the Pelicans, came back, and just started balling too. I mean, they look good, man. They look good. Concanipple looks great, man. He dropped 30 something against the Dallas Mavericks. I know Cooper Flag dropped like 49 or something like that, 48, something like that. Bro was balling out. He was doing his thing. And yeah, man, that was beautiful. But yeah, I'm just waiting on more stuff to be talked about. Honestly, that's why I'm sitting here yapping, bro. I'm waiting. I guess we could talk about this trade too, right here. This earlier one from like what, yesterday? Well, 2 days ago. Yeah, Vic Krejci going to Portland for Duop Reef and 2 future second-round picks. Honestly, Portland, they get a guy that can shoot, and Vic Krejci adds another shooter to the team, so they're gonna be looking nice. Dame comes back, they're gonna be looking even nicer. Can't lie. Yeah, 9 points a game, freaking 42% from 3. I mean, that's you can't beat that, bro. That's freaking crazy. But yeah, Duop Reef going to Atlanta isn't bad. Speaking of Atlanta, I know y'all saw what freaking Okongwu get freaking elbowed in the face and his teeth was like coming out his mouth. That was crazy. Then the Cavs, yeah, they did trade Hunter. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. Man, now I'm just waiting, bro. I mean, I really am just waiting to see like what's next, cause like I'm waiting, bro. I need more. I need to consume more, bro. But yeah. Hopefully y'all are having a blessed day. Today. Hopefully you guys are doing pretty good. Oh shoot, it's finna rain outside. Oh frick, hold on. Make sure my freaking internet doesn't fail while I'm doing this, bro. Oh yeah, it's supposed to rain right now. Well darn. If this does shut down, I apologize, but I don't think it should. I think it should be up here for a minute still, but yeah. Dang, I don't really know what else to talk about, man. I'm waiting. I'm really just waiting, bro. Like seriously. Dang. Yeah, man. I know he didn't make anything else new. I doubt it. Oh, he did. Oh, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Okay, bet. Let me see what he had to say. Let me see what he had to say about this. And my boy
right,
3Co made a video. Oh yeah, I gotta watch that too.
My Ross
Let's hear this though, real quick.
Reaction and breakdown to the Jaren Jackson Jr. to the Utah Jazz trade, and then we just get this trade as well coming in. That I was like, all right, I'm probably not gonna do a video on my Ross channel. I just made a video unless like something insane happens. So I want to talk about it here, guys, on the Extra Ross channel. This is a very interesting trade for a couple different reasons. So Shams reports, just him, Chicago, Minnesota, and Detroit have agreed to a multi-team deal that sends Jaden Ivey and Mike Conley. Love that it's a junior. I feel like I haven't heard somebody call him Mike Conley.
Facts, I ain't heard that either, bro.
To the Bulls,
I ain't
Kevin
heard that.
Huerter, Dario Saric to the Pistons, and Detroit is also receiving a 2026 protected pick swap from Minnesota. I assume the protection would be like if Minnesota ends up in the lottery. If hopefully maybe we get that information while I'm making this video, because Minnesota right now, they're projected the 23rd overall pick. If you remember last year when like Memphis salary dumped Marcus Smart to Washington, there was a lot of protection on that pick, but they actually won the.
We're not gonna watch the whole video though, guys. I'm gonna let y'all know that now. We're not gonna watch this whole thing. I just want to see what he had to say.
To the Pistons. First off, I think this trade has larger implications for Minnesota and possibly Detroit. I love this for Chicago. This could also mean Chicago is trading away Kobe White.
Right.
Sunmu.
Right.
I think this is what bad teams, rebuilding teams should do. You take a chance on maybe a distraught young asset like Jaden Ivey, who's never looked the same so far this year since coming back from his injury, and Duncan Robinson's playing more.
And like he's only 23. That's the craziest part, bro.
Thompson and Ron Holland as well, all around Cade Cunningham. Jaden Ivey's in year number 4. It sucks too because he was never perfect in his first 2 years, a part of some really bad Detroit teams. And last year, he was having the best play of his career in 30 games. He was shooting 46 from the field, 40% from 3,
look good, man.
17.5 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, and then suffers a serious lower body injury. There's a setback going into this year, and it felt like, or it still feels like, he's never been able to build up that consistency again, because one, even if he feels like he's looking better out there, he hasn't had consistent playing time, consistent touches, consistent shots because, hey, JB Bickerstaff like needs to play the best guys out there, the most healthy guys out there. Detroit's the 1 seed in the NBA, or excuse me, in the Eastern Conference. So he's only started 2 games this year. He's averaging 17 minutes a night, only 6.7 shots per game, basically cut in half from last year. The athleticism looks like it's not all the way back. He's 23 years old. I think it's just worth it, right? Like if Ivey can achieve what he
Yeah, I mean, bro, if I'm taking a chance like that, I'm taking
it. It's well
that.
worth for Chicago to take a chance on somebody like Jaden Ivey. And there's always been shooting concerns with Jaden Ivey. There's always been defensive concerns, positional concerns with Jaden Ivey. But for a team like Chicago, who should be losing games in the second half, they need to get lapped by Atlanta and Charlotte. This is what's best for them. I like them taking a chance on Jaden Ivey because when you look at like their young core as well, like they don't have that many intriguing pieces under the age of like, we'll say 25 and younger, honestly. So you have Patrick Williams' bad contract, Josh Giddey, good piece, Montes Buzelis, good piece. Who knows about Essengay? I'm not really holding out on Block.
Yeah, that's why I didn't really say much about him. Honestly, no one Essengay. I don't really know about him, bro. I don't know.
Looks a little bit better over the last few weeks. This is exactly what Chicago should do, and they're going to get his restricted rights at the end of the year, as Jaden Ivey is a restricted free agent because he's in that 2022 draft class, and Chicago can either do what like Quentin Grimes, Cam Thomas got qualifying offer. They can do what the Warriors did with Kuminga, which basically eliminates a no trade clause, gives them a little bit of a pay raise, in which they should. Look at all this expiring money off the books. They have $40 million between Vucevic and Collins.
Just look at the expiring money, bro. Like that's beautiful, bro. Like 21, 18 million gone off the table, 7 gone off the table, 5 gone off the table. Like they have like stuff going out the door.
They have. Well, now they have Ivey on the shelf here. They sent out Herder $17 million. They have Kobe White's expiring. They have Dosunmu's expiring, and they should look to move those assets at the deadline as well. So I love this for Chicago. I hope we get to see him start. If they don't trade away Kobe White and Dosunmu, he's probably not going to start in the second half.
And that could also be their thought process too about this is like
fall off a cliff or.
Let's have Jaden Ivey come off the bench and see how he does in the offseason. Then we can make, hey, maybe we need to trade
This is the worst spot for Chicago to be.
Or Kobe White.
I like them getting involved in the Dario Saric trade. That was the Hunter trade, right? I think they got like a 2nd round pick in that as well to help facilitate that financially. To help facilitate this trade, obviously. So, yeah, 2 thumbs up for me from a Chicago standpoint.
Absolutely.
I'd rather give Jaden Ivey the qualifying offer or $12 million next year than have to pay Kobe White $20 million. I wouldn't mind re-signing Dosunmu. I would probably honestly keep him over Kobe. But if some team's willing to give you a good pick for Dosunmu, I'm doing that here. And we're just getting all the trades come in. Like, let's freaking go, man. Like, Kevin Herter, I'm just also triple checking that this is like the exact trade. Yeah. Because it's weird because Minnesota is actually getting no player in this deal.
Yeah, they got nothing.
We'll get to in a second. But Detroit, so they add Kevin Herter. They add Mike Conley, and they end up adding, which I kind of like for that. Oh, wait, no. Mike Conley's going to the Bulls. So Mike Conley's probably going to get bought out. I don't know what
that's what I was thinking. So he's going to get bought out.
I should have mentioned that for them as well. I'm going to
honestly, they should not keep him at all, bro.
I mean, Mike Conley's just a good veteran to have in the locker room. I'll take him on my Knicks for a minimum. But if you're going to, that's if you can't get anybody else in the buyout market. Who knows? Maybe they keep him to help be a mentor for Jaden Ivey. I think he's a good veteran to have.
A man who works hard, sweats
freaking
hard.
ads, bro.
Slider fights sweat. So
kick rocks.
Honestly, if you're not going to play Mike Conley good, I don't think he can really play out there anymore. So Detroit adds Kevin Herter in this deal and Dario Saric and that swap. So yeah, you're going to assume that they're going to finish with a better record than Minnesota. It's not a guarantee because they're 36-12. Minnesota is 31-20. So they're not that far apart right now. And who knows where things can happen when we get to the playoffs. So, hey, they might move them up 4 spots on draft night, 5 spots. You consider that a win. I assume Detroit thought they weren't going to be able to extend Jaden Ivey at the end of the year. And maybe they wanted to do right by Jaden Ivey and send him to Detroit, to Chicago. Now they can convert Dennis Jenkins to a full standard contract, who's just been better than Ivey this year. Is that a little bit risky? Yes. But what a Dennis Jenkins extension would look like would be $3 million a year. Jaden Ivey maybe wants $18 million a year. Who knows going forward? So, yeah. So they're going to probably convert Dennis Jenkins. You get Kevin Herter, which is now a carbon copy a little bit of Duncan Robinson, and you have Karis LeVert.
Sorry. Let me fix that real quick.
I don't know if there's a need for all these one-dimensional guards in a way. LeVert's a little bit more dimensional as a ball handler, but he's also not been good. I mean, I think it was Hunter something. I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher his last name. Patterson or something. I think is the athletic beat reporter for Detroit, mentioned that they're not really going to make any moves at the deadline. Already,
Andy,
I
hey,
guess technically
is this
wrong.
better?
So it
Is
makes
it better
me
for
think,
you
like,
now?
would they reroute
Or,
Karis LeVert somewhere else
want me to turn
for
it up
like an
some more?
Ayatasumu or something like
Let me know,
that?
let me
Well,
know.
I guess probably not a Chicago trade, but would they reroute Karis LeVert somewhere else, Duncan Robinson somewhere else as well? Do they get in the James Harden sweepstakes? I talked about that on a video earlier today where I talked about every single James Harden trade idea idea, and I was like, it's probably not going to happen, but hey, James Harden to Detroit, I don't think they should do that, but it's out there financially. So yeah, I guess this is just like, we're going to do right by you, Jaden Ivey. We get Kevin Huerter and Dario Saric. I assume they're going to waive Dario Saric and they're going to convert Dennis Jenkins to a full-time contract. It's a little bit head-scratching for Detroit in a way. Like, I just wouldn't have given up on that Ivey asset. I think I'd rather just like match it at the end of the offseason, or you bring him back on a qualifying offer, or sign and trade.
I feel you.
I just think they
I'm a
gave
Golden
up
State
little bit
fan.
too
I feel you.
quickly
Trust
on
me.
it, too soon. Maybe there's another deal, and I'll look a little bit not foolish, but
it's not
this
fun.
is
It's
just
not
kind of
cool
my initial
either.
reaction. As for Minnesota,
I'm pissed too.
They get off Mike
I'm pissed
Conley,
too, bro.
just like that. They basically free
pissed.
up $10 million, which I guess like completely lowers their cap sheet. And now everyone's like speculating, is Giannis potentially on the move? Because yes, they had to free up the Conley contract, which I guess eliminates them from maybe like a Kobe White trade or anything like that. I guess they're also able to create a $10 million trade exception.
No, trust, bro. I'm a Golden State fan. Trust. I promise you.
Deal. Do we think Giannis is going to happen, right? Because now you're combining Randall, McDaniels, Reed, DiVincenzo, 3 to 4 of those guys, Dillingham, maybe Berenger, maybe in a Giannis trade. They really can't move too much draft capital from the Gobert and Dillingham trades, so they can't really move. They can trade a 2028 swap. They could trade a swap on a swap in some of these years, and their 2032 pick is frozen. So they really can't trade any draft capital. Maybe Minnesota's coming around on something like that. Maybe they pivot to somebody else as well. So, yeah, this is interesting for Minnesota. You have to think that there's maybe another deal coming for them, because I just watched their bench score 13 points against the Memphis Grizzlies on Monday night, and I'm just like, we need to add another guard to this team. I'd assume if Chicago and Minnesota were in a deal with each other, Kobe White or Dosunmu was going to Minnesota. And clearly, if one of those guys was not in this deal, unless there's like a complication they're trying to get around, I don't think they're getting Kobe White or Dosunmu. I thought they would have been a Dennis Schroeder trade. And now a lot of like the point guards are like thinning on the market in a way, because Schroeder got traded.
If you watch Commissioner Dynamo, I don't know if you know who that is, or if you watch him.
And Dosunmu and Kobe White, are they going to be like a Jose Alvarado team? Are they going to be a James Harden team?
That's
for all
going to be
I
his
know,
name.
maybe they're trying to free up some room there, because this definitely gives them a little. This gives them about $2.5 million of wiggle room.
Hitting everybody, putting suckers in chokeholds.
So
bro.
as long as
I
they're
mean,
not
it's
taking back $2.5 million more of what they're sending out, they won't be hard capped at the first apron, which is just a word you're going to have to hear a lot now. So yeah, I guess Chicago, I think, takes a chance on Jaden Ivey, which I love for them. Detroit, a little bit weird. I guess they really don't think that they were going to be able to re-sign him, but I don't know. Like, who's giving Jaden Ivey a bag in the offseason?
Nobody.
I don't think Kevin Huerter helps you in a playoff series any more than Ivey
bag.
would. I know he's a good shooter.
I'm not trying to be
but
mean, but like,
the Bulls and the Pistons have desires met here in a young and veteran guard to Chicago. A sharpshooter goes to Detroit. Minnesota creates significant tax savings and roster space as they pursue a Milwaukee star this week. All right, so maybe this is going to mean like Giannis could end up being a Minnesota Timberwolves. So they're serious about doing it. Sharpshooter shooting 31% from three. I know Kevin Huerter's been a good career three-point shooter, but he hasn't been that this year. He hasn't really been like amazing in a full season since like 2023. Like even 2024 is a down year. If you're a three-point shooting specialist, like 36%, you wish it's a little bit better. So yeah, I would love to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on this trade as well. I don't know. We're building up to a really interesting trade deadline for sure, especially if Shams is dropping hints like that. Even though he's said a whole lot of nothing, it feels like. Like, yes, Giannis is available. Teams are trying to get Giannis. I just want to know when Giannis actually gets traded. I'm kind of done with this. Like,
I don't know if Kenny has like said anything about any of this. Let me see real quick. Man, as a Clippers fan, I'm a little relieved. If we get Garland for Harden, hopefully it's straight swap. And we don't have to give up a fee. Real. The contract is tough, but man, anyway, to get younger, I'll take it. Hey, listen, I don't blame you. I really don't. Yeah, I don't blame you. Honestly, that's facts. Where's Kenny? Where the frick is he at, bro? Kenny, why? Okay, maybe he just hasn't said anything. Wait. Okay, he talked about JAREN. That's it. Dang, I'm surprised. Okay, well then, and you know, low key, it might be like straight up Harden for Garland, which isn't bad at all, honestly. But yeah, I guess we'll switch up from 6 rings of steel. We'll switch up. And
Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Cone. So much for the deadline being boring. JAREN Jackson Jr. has been traded from the Memphis Grizzlies to the Utah Jazz. I got that notification. I was walking to go grab some food, and it popped up at the top that JAREN was being traded. You gonna give me like 20, 25, maybe even like 29 guesses, and Utah would have been the last team, one of the last teams to come to mind. And the full trade package is JAREN, John Conchar, Jacques Landale, and Vince Williams to the Jazz for Walter Clayton Jr., Kyle Anderson, Taylor Hendricks, Georges Niang, and 3 future first-round picks. I'm honestly not sure how I feel about it. I literally just sat down
bro, for
to
the
go ahead and
Grizzlies
record
to
this.
get
Right off the bat,
many picks
I'm
back in
shocked
return
that
for
this
this
is
is
happening.
beautiful,
Of course, the John Morant
3
stuff has
first-round
been the
picks. I
big
get
thing
Walter
revolving
Clayton
around
Jr.
the
as well,
Memphis
bro.
Grizzlies going into this trade
Taylor
deadline.
Hendricks,
But I mean,
too.
I'm
Can't
not
forget about
surprised that JAREN had more suitors, more interest. He's a really good player, a defensive player of the year level guy who has shown that he can step up offensively, not to the level of like a number 1, but the Jazz kind of already have what seems like their number 1 and number 2 with Lauri Markkanen and Keontae George, and now they get a third guy to go along with that duo, form a big 3 of sorts,
dude,
a defensive.
that big 3, bro. Like Lauri, Keontae George, and Triple J, bro. Dog. If Ace Bailey starts hooping soon, oh my, dude, that team is gonna be so cold. Defensively, that's already gonna be a stopper, bro. To be honest, bro. Facts, bro. They took that and ran with it, bro.
Alongside Walker Kessler, when he comes back next season, is going to give them an
and ran.
extremely formidable defensive front court, which is needed because Lowry's not a phenomenal defender. Keontae George is very weak as a defender. You get someone good there at the 2 spot. Maybe it's Ace Bailey. Do they still get a top pick potentially? Could it be like an AJ DeBancer or Darren Peterson, or is it somebody else that
I feel like
slots
next
into
year,
that lineup?
Ace
I don't
Bailey's
really
gonna
know.
really
I mean,
kinda,
maybe it's Vince Williams who comes over. There are
get better.
a lot of guys from the Grizzlies coming over in this trade, and for
how's
the
he doing
Jazz, I
this
mean,
year?
in addition to
Okay, I don't even know how he's doing.
just getting a guy.
Oh, fun
JAREN
fact. I actually did play against Ace Bailey when I was younger. Chattanooga native. So I did play against him. And yes, he killed us. Yes, he killed the team I was on. He absolutely killed us, bro. Yeah. I forgot the score. We were in middle school though, but shoot, we got freaking cooked. Yeah, 11 points a game. Yeah, 35% from 3, 45% from the field. That's not bad. I mean, that's pretty freaking good as a rookie. I mean, I can't lie.
He's a good basketball player.
go
They
back.
don't give up that much. Like Walter Clayton, you know, a young guard, but he's not someone that I was super dependent on if I'm the Jazz for the future. Kyle Anderson, they weren't really playing. Taylor
Yeah, man, the
Hendricks
West
is an
stays
interesting
so
piece. I
stacked,
like them
bro.
a lot
Like,
in the
it's-
draft. Has dealt with
it's
injury, but
insane.
going over to Memphis, he feels like someone that could work pretty well in like a Memphis defensive-oriented type system like they've played so many times over there. Niang, of course, is just older. He wasn't really playing either. 3 future first-round picks. They're not super
Hey, Steve-O,
valuable
let me
first-round
ask
picks.
something real
It
quick,
is
bro.
their most favorable
Where do
pick
you
out of
think
Cleveland,
Giannis
Minnesota,
is
Utah
gonna go?
next season.
I'm just asking,
clearly,
where do you think
the
Giannis
Jazz are
is gonna
planning
go?
on being good by making the move for
If he does
JAREN.
get traded
Cleveland and
before the
Minnesota
trade
should
deadline.
also be really good. Of course, the Lakers pick next year.
everybody
that
watching,
could be
I
decent.
will be live
You know,
streaming
LeBron James
probably
might leave this offseason,
Thursday.
but they've still
Tomorrow I
got
won't
Luka
be
and
able
Austin
to,
Reeves.
but
Like
Thursday I'll
it's
be able
at
to, for sure.
best going to be kind of right outside the lottery. Like the Lakers aren't going to miss the playoffs next season, so that won't be a lottery pick. And then Phoenix is 2031 first. That could be a very valuable asset potentially, but the Suns turned it around so quick. They still have Devin Booker now. I mean, that's 5 years away. It's impossible to know what Phoenix is going to look like. But overall, this is not that big of a package from the Utah Jazz for a guy, again, in JAREN, who I thought would get a lot. And I guess technically it is a good bit. Young players, draft capital.
That's a
but
good
it's
amount
not,
for him, man.
you know, overwhelming to the point where I'm super happy with it if I'm the Memphis Grizzlies, because nobody knew he was on the market. It's not like he requested a trade. Clearly, they're making the move to blow this up to start over. And JAREN has been their best player for a couple of years now, while Ja Morant has been pretty up and down. He's had some flashes of the old Ja, but nothing consistently. It's been JAREN's team for a couple of years. And yeah, if I'm a Grizzlies fan, I don't think I'm super happy with the return just off the bat looking at it. Yeah, I know JAREN isn't perfect. He wasn't an all-star this season. He's having a bit of a down year. And the Grizzlies are pretty clearly going towards a new direction. They're pivoting. So maybe they don't have as much leverage as I'm, making it seem to be in my head. But I thought they would get a little bit more. I thought they'd get, like, not a blue chip young player, but like someone that's established. Again, Walter Clayton, Taylor Hendricks are interesting. Taylor Hendricks specifically, in my opinion. But he's not like, a rising star or anything like that. Maybe this means they have a Ja Morant trade lined up, or at least something they're aiming towards, because I'd be shocked now if they didn't deal Ja Morant, unless there's literally no interest whatsoever, and teams are like, we're giving you nothing but salary filler. But it makes all the sense in the world now to just bottom out. They're not going to be a play-in team. They're definitely not going to be a playoff team. Go out there and just secure a top pick in this draft. Try and get somebody like one of those top 3 prospects, Kim Boozer, Darren Peterson, AJ Dubance, even down to like 4, 5, 6. This is a loaded class. I do think ultimately,
BYU,
even though I don't love
he didn't even
the
have to
JAREN
play the
return
second
for
half.
the Grizzlies, think this is
He
the right
didn't have
move.
to play the second
It was
half,
time to
bro,
go ahead and
and-
move on. They've spent years just hanging around in the middle. They
Transition
had
threes.
a couple
I mean, he
seasons
was
were towards
hooping,
the
bro.
top of the Western Conference, but they never made the moves necessary to take that next step. And now, over the course of all these injuries and the Ja Morant regression, they've just fallen behind. They're nowhere near the top tier teams like Oklahoma City and Minnesota and Denver and San Antonio and Houston. Like, all these squads have passed them up very, very clearly now.
I agree, CeeLo. Yeah,
A lot of Grizzlies fans were thinking, okay, no, we need to continue to build around Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. We need to add more pieces. Like, we can still salvage this thing. It's been over for a little while now. So, and I applaud the Grizzlies front office for recognizing that it is over, that it is time to go ahead and move on from this era. That's why they were trying to shop Ja. I mean, maybe they already knew they were going to shop JAREN, and that's why the Ja Morant stuff came up in the first place. But it's just shocking. Again, you could have given me a bunch of guesses. The first thought was like that the Celtics had pulled off something insane when I saw the tweet notification pop up. I would have guessed almost any other team but the Utah Jazz. But I don't. I like it. I like it for the Jazz. I've seen some people say, I don't know what Utah's plan is, and yeah, it's a little bit funky, and maybe it still is in their best interest to rather than trade for JAREN.
That's not funky. That's freaking great. Let's be honest. That's not funky. That's good. The frick we talking about?
Try and go ahead and get towards the bottom of the standings.
Trade. You must be funky yourself. Take a shower, buddy.
Yes, who does? Oklahoma
Talking
City.
about some funky trade.
But like, if they don't get that pick, that is losing a big time asset. And if they jump, they are able to stay towards the bottom of the standings. Listen, they're not going to go up a ton. It's not like JAREN turns them into a real playoff team this season. They still will be in the lottery. So maybe they're just thinking, okay, other teams have jumped in the past. We'll take advantage of this moment now. We'll make an aggressive move that we believe makes us better next season. And Danny Ainge said at the beginning of the year that they don't want to be bad anymore. That's not their plan. And with the emergence of Keontae and Lauri Markkanen playing some amazing basketball, I guess they're like, this is our chance. Let's go out there, take a swing. And again, I think he and Walker Kessler as that front court with 2 elite scorers, and Keontae George and Lauri Markkanen, I think the Jazz are going to be just good next season. They're already playing better than expected to start the year, and then they've been sitting some guys, had some injuries, a little bit of regression overall from a very young team, but they're talented. I think Will Hardy is a great coach. They can make some moves in the offseason. They've got a lot of assets, a lot of capital. I like this direction for the Jazz. I'm not hating it the way that a lot of people are. People are saying, what are the Jazz doing? This makes no sense. I do think it makes sense.
It does.
Go out there and get a good basketball player who is relatively young, who can still fit your timeline, and I think fits your personnel pretty decently. I like it.
I wanted a trip I'd never forget. The hotel was...
I can't with these, man. I can't do it.
And then for the Grizzlies, one good thing, again, I don't love the overall return because the picks aren't my favorite picks and they don't get like that real guy to go ahead and build around or anything. Not that I was fully expecting that from a JAREN trade, but at least one of those two things would have been good. They do now have one of the highest pick totals. In fact, it's 13 over the next 7 years coming from Bobby Marks. So they now do have a lot of assets, a lot of capital, a lot of ways to reshape this roster, go into the next era like is very necessary. So I will applaud them for, again, making the decision to do this right now, to not go ahead and just wait, just try and drag it out like a lot of general managers do. If you've been watching this channel for a while, that's one of my least favorite things is when it's clearly over and the front office doesn't recognize it and they just run it into the ground. that always results in a much longer rebuilding process. I know it hurts probably for Grizzlies fans for this to happen and the Ja Morant stuff, but you're going to be thankful it did happen in a few years down the line, even if it's like 5 to 7 years when the team is back in a big way and you're like, okay, thank God we did that then, because otherwise still now we'd be trying to figure it out. And having all those picks, it's very, very valuable. They could still make swings. They could make trades. They could bring in a new star if they wanted to go that route. There's a lot of ways that Memphis could approach this, but for the moment, they're going ahead and taking a downturn while the Utah Jazz are quickly trying to become a real team in this Western Conference. And, with the Grizzlies dropping out and the Clippers now with the James Harden stuff, we don't know where they're going to be. There's a lot of teams that are kind of finicky in that edge of the playing, beginning of the playoffs type of picture.
Oh, that's sick.
I think the Jazz are recognizing that and deciding to capitalize and make a move right now. And they've still got so many assets. Giving up 3 first-round picks is nothing for this Jazz team. They've got so many ways to continue to make moves, to wheel and deal, to make themselves better. I like this for the Jazz. Don't love it for the Grizzlies in terms of the...
Yeah, but not for the Jazz, bro. I mess with it, bro. Like, y'all really just got better. Like, genuinely, y'all just got better, bro. Like, there's no other way to say it. You look good. And keep it up. You look good. That's all I can say. But yeah. Not something else. Giannis on Golden State would be cool, too. Watch, actually. I like that rumor more often than Giannis going anywhere else, to be honest. Yeah, that's facts. If he does come to Golden State, man, I would love that, bro. I would love that, man. I'm a Curry fan, bro. I'm tired of seeing Curry struggle, man. I freaking hate it, bro. It's killing my soul seeing that crap. But, I mean, I got to deal with it till we make a move or something, bro. We're 8th in the West. God, man. Knowing us, bro, we're probably finna keep falling, too. Okay, one thing I'm going to say. What... bro, I don't know what they're doing, bro. I can't lie. John, I don't know. I really don't know, bro. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I don't know. I don't know. I need this man gone. I need him gone now. The turnovers, he can't pass. It's pissing me off, man. I'm getting angry and crap. I don't want to see it no more. He's got to go, bro. Bro, Kevin, bro, listen. That is Mr. Red Velvet, bro. I mean, usually he can shoot from 3, but right now it's a no-no, bro. I can't lie to you. We can look right now, actually, while I'm talking. It's not looking too good, bro. Like 31% from 3, dude. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that number right there. 31%. Garbage. That's freaking disgusting. Yeah, it's garbage, man. I'm so sorry. Red trash. Oh my goodness, bro. No, literally, bro. Like, it don't make no sense how he's making these questionable plays, bro. I don't know, bro. Hey, John, let me ask you something, bro. How do you feel about being first in the Eastern Conference? Let me know. How you feeling right now? But yeah, man. I mean, Curry just, I hate it, bro. I want to see him win, bro. But the window's been closed. I'm not gonna hold y'all. But yeah. I mean, I love saving money, but still sell the team. But yeah, man. I just hate it, bro. Oh my God. When I saw that Jimmy went down with that ACL tear, man, my junk just, my soul dropped. I was happy until now. Why mess with something that's not going so well? Real. Yeah, Pistons was balling too. Just like my team. Then James Harden ups and that's for a trade. Yeah. Hey, C-Lo, how do you feel about Kawhi hooping right now? That man Kawhi balling. I can't lie. Now, y'all did get blown out. You know, I'm just saying. The 76ers, they were smoking that pack. I'm sorry. They were smoking that pack, bro. Yeah. What? Yeah, 128 to 113. I mean, y'all started to come back, but this stretch was just diabolical. Like, the first half was garbage. Y'all started coming back right here in the third, and then, yeah, they just ran with it. Real, bro. Real. All right, so, okay, John and Stilo, let me ask y'all a question, right? So, let's say your favorite NBA team's not playing, right? What other team would you watch play basketball? Like, what's your, like, favorite second team to watch? Let me ask y'all that. See what y'all say about that right there. Mine, low-key, it's gonna sound weird. Well, not really weird, but, like, unique. The Dallas Mavericks. When Cooper Flag plays. When he plays, I'm watching. If he doesn't, then I don't really care to tune in. I'm not watching Klay Thompson shooting brick shots. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. We first round exits, bro. Man, I'm lucky to even sniff in a playoff spot. Like, let's just be honest, bro. Like, Golden State finna lose too, bro. I understand, but I mean, bro, if we're being honest, like even last season, bro, the Clippers were our kryptonite. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Every time we played y'all, we lost. It was every time, bro. Yeah, like, come on, bro. That's no doubt. I'm rooting for Cooper. Yes, sir, bro. I'm telling you. Cooper, man, he looking good, bro. I can't lie. He looking really nice, man. He had... How much did he have? Hold on. Let me go to his numbers real quick. Yeah, bro. 20 points a game. My God. The three-pointer's not, like, crazy there, but the field goal, he's doing pretty well in. And, San Antonio? Yeah, San Antonio for sure, too, man. They look nice, too. And the Wolves. Yeah. Yeah. So, do you guys think that the Wolves are going to try to make a push to get Giannis? Or are they going to try to get a point guard? Let me ask y'all that. See what y'all say about that one right there. Now I'm interested in the Jazz, too. Same. I'm going to definitely tune in to watch the Jazz for sure. Because I need to see that. Yeah, Jazz. When that game comes on, bro, and I see JAREN Jackson on the court, bro, oh, that's going to be beautiful. Yeah, Cooper 49-34, man. That's really freaking good, man. I can't lie. Yeah, he needs to keep playing and hooping. Anthony Davis is just a walking piece of glass. He needs to go too. I can't lie. I'm tired of seeing him on here too, bro. It's time to go. It's time to go now, man. Like, how many games played? Freaking 9 last year. Freaking 20 this year. It's just garbage, man. I'm tired of seeing it. I can't lie. It's time to go. Kyrie, I don't know if he's gonna come back the same. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if he's gonna come back like his shifty self with that injury, man. Hopefully he does. But he's getting up there too, man. He's 33. He's getting up there in age too, so it's gonna be kind of questionable to see what's going on. See, Wolves need to get more picks involved. Facts. They have the players to trade, and maybe 1 or 2 more teams involved too. That's right. They don't have a lot of like picks for real in their arsenal that much. And Anthony Edwards is pretty much doing all he can to freaking hold this team afloat. I mean, we can go look real quick. Yeah, 30 points a game, freaking 41% from 3, 49% from the field. So, yeah. Maybe, yeah. I think AE is a very unique star that can play off of anybody. Yeah. I want to say he's very Steph Curry-like, but still not up to that level. Yeah, I see that. Yeah. And the fact that he's only 24, like, I don't know, it hits me like, dang, he's a young star, but to see he's only like 24 and he's this good, man. I mean, the league is in good hands though, seriously, with these young stars. Speaking of young stars, or just stars in general, I have not talked about Luka at all. Lakers, they need to be in this right now. They need to be up in here making some kind of trade for a defensive person or defensive people. They need defense bad, man. They lost to the Knicks. Yeah, 100 to 112. They got to figure some stuff out. Luka, I love Luka, man. Him being that guy. LeBron still hooping at 41. When Reeves does come back, that's gonna be a W for them. But they need defense, man. They really do. That is yeah. If he goes, bro, that'd be crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That would be actually crazy if he does go to the Hawks. Yeah, it'd be crazy. I mean, speaking of the Hawks too, man, Jalen Johnson is balling out too. He's doing his thing over there. But yeah, they need to definitely get some kind of defensive help though. Seriously, because it's not looking too good for them, bro. They need to lock in. The fact that they're still the 6th seed is good. Phoenix has surprised me. Dylan Brooks has surprised me. That's one guy that surprised me for real is Dylan Brooks. I mean, he dropped what 40 points against the I forgot. Who was that against? Yeah, the Detroit. Yeah, against Detroit. Crazy. 26, 26, 27, and 22, bro. That's just, yeah. 21 points a game, 36% from 3, 45% from the field. That's beautiful, bro. I mean, come on now. Lakers, man, they need a player. Or they need a prayer because, I don't know. Yeah, it's tough over there for them, bro. One of my friends are a Lakers fan, man. They're going through it, bro. I feel so bad for him. So bad for him, bro. He pissed off. Man, play defense. Get back on defense. What are you doing? Like, it's so bad. It's so bad, bro. I hate it for him, man. Jokic coming back for Denver. Oh, man, this game was bad. Like, it started off good, and then I don't know what happened. I really don't. It just like, no, I know what happened. Casey Wallace was hitting threes. This man was moving like the Human Torch in this game, and he didn't stop. He kept shooting. Where is he at? 7 threes. He had, how many threes did he have in So he had 2 in the first. He had 1 in the second. I think he had freaking 3 in the, or 4 in the third quarter. And then he just didn't really play that much after that. So, but yeah, he was lighting that thing up. If y'all didn't watch that game had the intensity of like a playoff run. Is this anime? The frick is that? Oh, that's something else. All right, never mind. Why am I interested? If that was a show, I would watch that. I can't lie. I was invested. All right. Anyways, back to what I was saying. But yeah, I don't think anything else went down. Let me just make sure. All right. Yeah. Possibly the next trade, if it's big enough, that does go down. I'll probably make an actual sit-down video about it. I'm gonna tell y'all my plan real quick. If Ja gets traded and if Giannis gets traded, those two are getting videos for sure. I have to lock in and get those out to y'all, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and bounce, man. It's not really a whole lot to talk about for real. I might be back next tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow night, like 9 o'clock or something like that, but that's a maybe. But Thursday, I'll be here. Thursday I'm gonna be here. Y'all show up for me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all show up. Why does Detroit sports hurt me so much? I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. I really can't answer that for you, man. At least you can say, you know, the Pistons are doing good. You know, that's all I can say about that one. Kate Cunningham is taking his level, taking his step to the next level. He's playing well. Nearly 10 assists tonight, bro. I mean, my goodness. Good golly, Miss Molly, bro. That man hooping. But yeah. yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and bounce. It's not really a whole lot to talk about for real after that, and yeah. How long have I been live for, bro? I know I've been live for a minute. I think, dang, an hour and 30 minutes. Ooh wee! Goodness gracious, I've been live for a minute. I feel like I caught this stream randomly. I subbed up, so I'll check you out. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate it. I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dip, guys. I guess if anything else goes down, I'll probably do a post about it on here. But yeah, if you guys are not in the Discord, I would advise joining that. I need to make that a thing better to do, because like it's not really that active. I can show y'all for real while I'm talking. No, stop it. Here's the Discord right here, guys. If you guys want to join, it's also underneath my channel as well. So if you guys want to, join and say what's up, then I'm down for that too. But yeah, man. My chat was there the whole time. Are we serious, bro? I could have. Oh, I'm so angry, bro. I've been checking my phone this whole time. Bro, I'm so pissed. All right, guys. Well, hopefully you all do have a blessed day. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. CeeLo, hopefully you have a good day, man. Have a blessed one. And I'll catch you in the next one as well. Everybody else in here, hopefully you all do have a blessed day. John, you too. I don't know if you left or not, but John, I'll see you later as well. And hopefully you all do have a blessed day. And of course, yours truly, Mr. Beard. He's out. All right, man. I'll see you on the next one, bro. And what does Cash Nasty be saying, bro? Wet like water! Yes, sir.